Okay.
She said that's all.
Okay.
That's all I've had.
I don't
All right,
know if we
Lil
have
John.
anybody watching, but
Lil John.
what up, though?
That's the boo thing.
I got
That's the boo
that.
thing.
That's, oh, hey, boo thing. How you doing? How your toes doing? They all right?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, he dope though.
Oh,
He
you
dope.
know about that? You know about me taking him against toast now?
No, I don't know that. That was a.
Oh,
so there
Wait,
was,
what the hell?
you know,
Damn.
no, I took him to get sold for real. Real shit.
You never done that before?
No, he never did it.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with a man
It's
grooming himself, getting into.
hygiene.
I'm not. I mean, don't you know?
It's hygiene.
So wait a minute, wait,
And it's sexy, it really is.
No, but wait.
Right,
I went with my homegirl one time. I went with my homegirl one time.
I don't
Dude,
like
that shit was
like
lit.
crusty feet.
That shit was lit, but I almost kicked this
nobody
bitch in the
know
face with size 14s. I'm not gonna lie, it tickled. It tickled. I couldn't.
Did ask him could she paint one toe. That's it. She said
Oh,
just
hell
one.
no.
She said just one, and he was like, no.
He just wanted to just get him cleaned
she was
up
messing
and
with
the
him.
cuticles. It's nothing wrong with that. Cause
She said you ain't gonna get.
you know,
just let
men,
me
their
do
feet
one.
be looking all like this. You
Right.
like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. You know, you know he don't show his toes often, but when he did, I was like, babe, you kind of need to clip them things.
So
you
wait
know?
a minute.
I'll clip them for you. I don't mind it, but
Listen.
come with
So
me.
you a toe woman?
I'm not a toe woman, but
No.
you do need to look kind of.
On the toes?
Okay, I have a dog. Okay,
Don't lay
I'm
in
not
the
trying
bed
to
next
look-
to me scratching the
That's
fuck
what
out of me
I'm saying. I have a
down
dog.
my feet and shit.
If your feet look like my dog's claws, we got a problem. I'm not sleeping with my dog. I'm sleeping with
Wait.
you.
Clipping them? You just talking about clipping them?
No, get him a pedicure.
Okay, look.
And a nice manicure is cool too.
Look,
I mean,
my thing
clean
is
him up, clean your nails up.
the initial reason I went in, it was like, babe, yeah, you need to cut them. I'll cut them for you. I don't have a problem. But when you go in for an entire pedicure, they are cleaning
Did your feet
them.
feel good too after
Yeah,
that?
he loved it.
See?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like a pedicure, like I told him, it's great. But
He's walking better.
that
His
shit,
shoes fit better.
that shit,
You know what I'm saying?
that shit tickled the
He-
fuck out of me.
he doesn't
And
have a
when you
hole in
wear a
his
size 14, that could
He
kill a
don't have a hole
bitch.
in
I
his
was
sock.
worried.
I wear
I was
13.
worried.
Like, what are we talking about?
No, but like it tickles the
okay.
shit out of me. I don't know about you, but it tickles the fuck out of me.
tickle. I'll be like,
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was tripping out when she was
It's ticklish.
I'm
scrubbing his feet.
hysterically
The bottom, he was
laughing.
like, she was like, if you kick me, we gonna, cause my nail lady, she's like a little Americanized. So she was like, if you kick me, we gonna be fighting.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I told him too. I said, damn, you get better treatment than I do. I said, cause I've never. I've been going to her now for probably about 3-4 months. Never have I seen her do anybody's toes. She's never even done my toes.
Oh, really?
She came over there and took care of. All right, Dad.
So
I told
old
her,
boy
but I told him, I
on
said
record.
she ain't never
on
had
record.
no black man either, so maybe she wanted to try it out for a little bit.
Oh,
He said, let me touch your
special.
foot. Let me see how it is. And let me see. Let me see. Let me see how your
Yeah,
touch is.
okay, so my children's father, so I dated a couple of men with diabetes. They feet be hit.
They dying.
It's hit.
Do we gotta do that?
When I met my children's father, I think I didn't
Do I gotta
see
do
his
the
feet.
noises?
I didn't see his feet for several months.
You didn't
While
say
we were dating, he fucked with socks on.
Oh my God.
He would not show his
all
feet.
your toes out.
And when I
everything.
finally saw his feet, I was like, I'll be damned. I'll see.
Now
the
I
man
know
sandwich
why.
got pretty feet.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I told
I'm
him.
not gonna
I said, you
lie.
got pretty
Socks
feet.
on.
Don't be.
Fuck
Don't
that.
be.
Nah.
What did you
You ain't
say?
gonna put your socks on.
Socks on
I
a
said, you got
bed?
pretty feet.
No.
So what's
He had
that
his
supposed to
socks
be?
on. Butt ass naked with some socks on.
No.
No.
Oh, that's kind of like,
Wait.
hey,
You
what's
say
that porn? What's that
You-
porn? That porn star that always fucked with glasses on back in the day. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
what?
With glasses.
Yeah, he always kept his
Now I
sunglasses
watch
on.
porn, but I ain't keep up with the people.
Back in the day.
I didn't know their names. I wasn't like, ooh, that's so and so special.
Why are we on here? I'm gonna look at
He fucks with his shoes on.
No.
Hold up.
Why are we
Oh,
on
he
here or
fucking
not?
with shoes on?
Yeah,
But
he fucks
no,
with Jordans on.
fuck that. No,
Yeah,
fuck
he
that.
the wire.
Socks is where I draw the line. Shoes,
No.
fuck you, bitch. Get
Yeah,
out.
no, he
Look at
wear
that.
heels.
King Noir
you're-
fucks with his Jordans on.
Oh hell
Stop thinking
no.
about it. He does in every
Every
porn
scene.
scene. He has shoes on.
Yeah, he has his shoes on.
But what were you about to say? Because I'm
No,
kicking
I was
him out.
asking. You were saying that if a girl kept her socks on, you ain't fucking with her.
Fuck that. What? We trying to cuddle
suck
afterward or not?
You suck toes or something? Okay.
Wait. Suck toes?
You suck toes?
I mean, that's not my thing.
But
I do it.
You know with it. But I do it.
I will say this.
He
I will
open.
say
He
this.
open. He leaving the box open.
I will say this. After 5 years, yeah, baby. I'll do whatever you want.
After 5 years, like, okay, wait, fifth
Wait, y'all,
anniversary,
hold
let me
on.
suck your toes.
Oh,
Hold on,
no.
real quick.
I got to be with you.
So let's back
gotta
up.
be
Let's back
with
up.
you. I
real
gotta
Oh, yeah,
know
we
your
gotta
hygiene.
introduce
Yeah,
you.
so let's back. One, we're gonna introduce him, but two,
What?
I need y'all ladies to talk to this man because he's
Oh,
been on my
God,
podcast a couple
stop it.
episodes. When we talk about it, I need y'all to educate him on this
Okay,
shit.
please.
Okay.
Let's go.
But before we do this, we're back from commercial break, y'all. I do want to show you. I know you see an extra person in the corner. So, Mr. Extra Person, who are you? You've been on my show a couple times, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for your love and support. But you're here today with these beautiful ladies, and guess we gonna have like a couple other. We're gonna have to keep messing with you when it comes to sex.
No, that's
Every time
fine.
you come on the fucking show, it's always
No, that's fine.
Hey,
That's
buddy.
Totally fine. That's totally fine. Anyway, accompanied by 3 beautiful young women.
Oh, thank you.
My name is
Jinx, you on your
Atuzi.
soda.
Atuzi. You can find me everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everything like that. But my biggest thing is, you know what? I'm not really used to all that normal shit that dudes do. I'm not used to it, you know.
What the fuck is normal? Like,
What do you mean?
what
So
you talking about?
normal. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not an ugly dude.
Okay.
So with that being said,
I
like
agree with that.
like jumping around
I
and
concur.
like hopping around and getting numbers and body counts, like shit like that.
So you like relationships?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
But
all right.
I mean, I've been honest with her, and I've been
Did you?
honest. Oh
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
She
Thank
gonna
you so
follow?
much.
I'm gonna follow
Thank-
you. See,
and
got
I
a
will
whole nother
follow back.
follower already.
I will follow back. I promise you.
I didn't follow on the OMG. We'll follow you on the OMG too. I went on my personal.
But hopefully you guys listen to some of the music, and if you guys like the music,
yeah.
no. But if you guys like the music, follow. If you don't like the music, don't follow.
I'm following because I'm giving love.
No.
I'll listen to
Instagram,
the
please
music, though,
follow
too.
me. But when it comes to Spotify and Apple Music and shit
Now,
like
what's
that,
this
like,
normal shit you talking about?
Right.
About
so
normal shit?
normal shit. So you know, you hear a
Please.
lot of guys out here that are like, oh yeah, body count counts a lot. Yeah, right. So
Believe
body
it. I
count
don't give a
used
fuck
to
about
count
none of
for
that.
me when I was in high school, and that all changed when I met someone that I thought I was gonna get married to. I thought I was gonna have kids with,
Right.
and she ended up cheating on me. At the time, I was going through a depression, not thinking, you know, my career was gonna go good, that me making music was gonna go good, and she left me for, now the way that I think about it, a pretty good reason. But she left me after a lot, like the death of her father, me being there, taking her there, watching him die. Like it was a lot going on through. Fuck, I was 17, she was 16, all the way until I was 24. Like it was a long time, basically all of my adult life. And then after that happened,
All of your adult life, you still an adult.
well, no. So I'm about to turn 27. So this,
Oh, Lord.
have
Let me just tell you, this is 2023.
yeah.
In July, I turned 50.
All right.
Well,
Come on, sis.
God damn.
So I just want to say to you,
So what we doing for that?
you've only just
We're going to Punta Cana.
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana.
It's a part, the Royalton Chic, and anybody's welcome to go. It's
It's in DR,
I had to
y'all.
find-
So
I
get
had
your
to find me
motherfucking passports.
a
ho.
party place. I want a party
Yeah.
for my 50th.
So you on party hard?
We have the flyer up on her page.
Yeah,
It's on the OMG page. So if you're gonna roll with us, get your fucking passport.
There we go. You gotta get it.
Somebody
There's
told
another
me if you
advertising.
don't have a passport, you stuck. So everybody should get a passport.
Period.
Seriously.
So they trying to warn us.
you
that we might
stuck
have
if
to
you
get
ain't
the
got no
hell out.
passport.
Lord.
So get it.
Period.
Well,
But-
basically, in 5 days, I'll be 27.
Oh, happy
You're
birthday.
such
Oh,
a
thank you. I appreciate it.
baby.
But I mean,
Happy early
that all
birthday.
happened
I
at.
didn't know. I didn't even know.
Happy birthday.
You know, he's like, we'll have to do another session for my birthday.
But with that being said, you know, that only happened, you know, coming up on 3.5 years. But
Right.
with all that, I just said, fuck it. You know, I have had some relations, but it's just nothing that I felt was real enough to the point that I wanted to commit to having sex. I don't know why.
So what is your concern? Your concern before body count was important. Now that that relationship kind of went aside, you like, I'm just going to enjoy myself until the right person comes along that I'll commit to. So I'm not getting caught up in my body count anymore. Is that what it is?
Well, enjoy wouldn't be the right word because I'm like a manager at a kitchen. Like I work a lot of hours. Like I'm always there. Literally, I'm there every day.
So sex is a good release. Go ahead, finish.
But
wait, so you're not helping your argument, sir, because after dealing with all of the kitchen, you need to go into the kitchen.
Well,
but the thing is, you're saying you're not fulfilled by that? You want more. You want someone to love and have a relationship.
So I have people that I can call and be like, oh yeah, suck my dick. But aside from that, like I don't want to have sex with them. I just don't. Because
why? Why do you feel like you don't?
I don't know. Like
you need that emotional connection.
Oh fuck. Yeah, probably that. Like I need to be able to laugh with you. I need to be able to have a good time with you because if I'm gonna fuck you, like I want to kiss you. Like I want to enjoy that intimacy. And I'm not like, it's so weird because dudes, especially good-looking dudes, much more good-looking than me, but good-looking dudes want that. Like it's a thing that's like conquering. It's like a dude aspect.
It's an animalistic thing with
but
men.
Fuck that. Yeah. It's not the same.
There's some women out there like that too.
Yeah, there are.
No. What do you mean? OnlyFans? Holy fuck. Like that's the most animalistic thing I've seen from women in the longest time.
Think that's animalistic.
What do you mean? What do you
don't.
mean? Prostitution is the oldest career ever.
World.
But now this is prostitution without actual prostitution.
You're talking to people who believe that sex work is work. It's the need out there. People, when there was a pandemic, that's why the OnlyFans blew the fuck up. Because when there was a pandemic, they needed some connection. They were at home by themselves. They couldn't, because the COVID, they couldn't really have relations like they wanted to. So these people, there was a need. But they're doing, and to me, they should get paid for what they're doing. I don't think it's animalistic. Right. I don't think it's, you know what I'm saying, right. Savage or anything about it.
Where I said animalistic, just like how you said with men that want to conquer and whatnot, animalistic, is it's like a hypergamy thing. So women realized, especially during COVID, which was actually great, that, you could do that. But now we're getting to the point where, personally for me, I couldn't really see myself marrying and having kids with someone
who was an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I can't.
Right, but that's your, but
it's happening so
and that's fine for you, but I still feel like just because that person is on OnlyFans, that doesn't mean they don't deserve love or they don't deserve a relationship.
Right. I'm not saying that
with someone. Yeah,
I'm not.
It's just not for you.
No, because it's just like I'm just, I guess it's value based or moral, but I don't know. But that's in my own head, and I can't base what I think on someone else.
As you get older in life, trust me, as you get older, you start to learn a lot more about life and what life means and all of that other shit. Because trust me, what you're saying now at 27 is not going to be...
It's going to be way different, trust me, from a 50-year-old.
Right. Because trust me, bro, like once you get over all of that, those hang-ups about, all of that other shit, I'm telling you, the hang-ups that you are right now at 27, you're not gonna give a fuck, and you're gonna look back on this day and be like, "What the fuck was I talking about?"
I think more of it is because I know for me, I'll give you my own personal. When I was younger, like I find myself a lot more free about even when it comes to sex and everything, like things. I mean, I was talking to my best friend the other day, and I was sharing something, and they were like, "What? 2 years ago we had this conversation. You was like, hell no way, and now you're open to this." And I was like, I'm evolving.
Well,
I evolve. And so, but what it is too, I think a lot of it is society, how you're raised. You just, your parents, our family taught us that we're not church. All this stuff taught us these things. And so we try very hard to to stick to that. But for me, as I've gotten older, I started to really realize that it's about making me happy and what I want. And so because of that, you start not giving a fuck.
But with what you guys were saying, like, of course, like things are going to change. Like, my perception's going to change. When I was 18, I give a fuck about all this. Right. Like, oh yeah, I give a fuck. I'm just trying to get the prettiest, nicest pussy right in front of my face. Right. Right. Like that was my focus at 18 years old. That was my focus. But and then shit changed mentally for me. Right. And then things happened in my life that like really changed everything for me. Mm-hmm. I lost everything within the span of a 7-month period. Like it rains hard, and it typically happens in threes. It typically happens in threes.
Right. And I always say adulthood is the toughest hood you ever.
That's the toughest hood I ever lived.
Where's the shotgun sound for that
one? But that's why I try to tell adolescents, children and stuff that y'all better enjoy this. Because,
hello.
Y'all, but that was me too. As a teenager, I was like, I can't wait to be an adult. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being told what to do. I'm tired. Man, I tell people all the time, enjoy your childhood.
I'm a parent of adults now. And they are like, so my oldest, he's about to close on his first house. And my,
congratulations.
I'm so proud of him. He'll be 28. Yeah, he'll be 28 this year. And then my other one just turned 21 on the 27th.
Yeah.
And they're going through a lot of ups and downs. And they're like, this adult shit. But when they were younger, they were the ones that challenged me the most. Like, I can't wait. I'm going to do this and do that. I can do whatever I want. I said, really? When you're an adult, you can do whatever you want? I can't do whatever the hell I want. I'm still waiting on that.
Right. Still got people monitoring what the fuck we do.
But when you're young, you don't think about that. But really,
you don't know about it. It's not that you don't think about it. It's you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
That's the whole point. Like that's the whole ignorance of being a child. Right. Is that
you think you know, but you don't know. You don't know your ass.
There's still from stuff I'm learning. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in March. But there's still stuff I learn every day about. Shit like this, the podcast. I can't just come on here. I mean, yes, I have an open podcast, but we can say whatever the hell we want to. But I can't play whatever music I want to on here, because then somebody could sue me and be like, "That's my song. Why you got it?" I have to either sign some type of release form to be able to do it, or put on, I do not own rights to this music or whatever. I can't do whatever.
How about you got to get up and go to work? If you don't want to go to work, you got to pay them bills. When you got kids looking at you talking about their house, so my kids like, I can't wait till I grow up. I'm like, I can't wait to grow up too. Then I can really do the hell I want to do. Because right now I can't. You know what I'm saying? But you don't think about that. But yeah, they're going through it. But I try very hard to encourage my children. But telling them to stop and smell the roses. Like, yeah, it's hard, but look how far you got. Look what you accomplished. You know what I'm saying? You did that shit. Not everybody can even get past this. And so just really parenting adults is that's a whole nother.
I find out one day.
Yeah, it's different. It's very, very different, because you can't be like, you can't do this and you can't do this. And you want to keep the lines of communication open. So you have to find that balance. It's like I want my kids to always tell me what's going on, what they're doing, even if I don't agree with it, because then I can give them some perspective. But even when you give them perspective, you have to do it in a way where you're not chastising them or making them feel, because then they'll close up and they won't tell you nothing.
But to be honest, I think even without your child being an adult, it's always some type of balance, because I know I'm a victim of not having balance. Right. I'm a victim of my mother acting or attempting to act more like a friend than a parent. Then the confusion comes in when it does. When try to parent. When it's to an extremity of where she has to tell me what to do, because then that's going to equal into some type of legal battle or whatever. Right. It's like, wait, hold up. Now you're telling me, wait, but you were just my friend, Right. So there always has to be some type of balance with your child, period. Because like I told you, I'm open with my child. Right. She's only 4, but Fleek was saying it too. She's gonna be like, my mama. She's gonna know all about the studio because she's here with me,
and we keep that. My mom, growing up, has always told me, I'm not your friend. I'm not one of your little friends in the street. You're not going to talk to me like, what's up, girl, and all this other, no. You keep that to yourself.
My kids and we talk about everything.
Real quick.
As adults now. I know about their stuff. They know about my stuff.
And their relationship
I did want to ask.
and all that.
I
could never talk to my mom the way that her kids talk to her, because we don't have that type of relationship.
Right. I mean, everybody has different relationships with their parents.
And my mom is my mama.
That's
and
true.
we keep that.
My son will be 28 in June. And my child who is non-binary, so they go by they, so I don't say my daughter anymore. So my child who's non-binary is 21, just turned 21.
Okay.
On the 27th.
Okay. And they live with you?
No.
She's empty nester, and she's proud of that.
I just got married in October too, and so we're newlyweds and empty nesters.
Them kids with the Bassett.
Yeah.
You understand me?
The reason why I asked is because you were like, parenting, adults.
Yeah.
Like,
what you'll always be their parent.
You'll always be their parent.
I'll be my daughter's parent until
forever.
I die.
They're gonna be my babies. I don't care if they 50. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna always be my baby.
Yeah.
But and so what's important to me is to keep the lines of communication open so that they can call me and be like, well, what do you think about this? Or, like learn about credit or anything. Like they'll call me and ask me stuff because I'm like, hey, I done been there. Let me tell you what I did. And so it's like having that balance and just trying to share with them, but not be judgy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I try very hard not to be judgy with my children. And because I do that, I think that's why our relation actually has gotten better with them as adults, because I don't have to tell them what to do. I can just get, you know what I'm saying? I can just be there for them.
Well, it looks like you're taking it very precisely. Like you're doing it in an appropriate way.
I try. It's not easy because sometimes you want to, when they tell you stuff, you want to be like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah. Right. Well, no, my mom must feel the same way. Like, I'm her only son. So it is what it is.
The worry,
you're the only child?
Love, none of that goes away.
Well, I'm the only child to my mother.
Okay.
Yeah. So my dad, I'm the oldest of 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Same with me. Well, I had a sister. She passed away 15 years ago. And that was with my mom, and then my papa was a Rolling Stone, so I got multiple siblings, and I love them all. And then my mother was married to my sister's father, and he has children, and and I'm not even their blood relative, but I consider them all my brothers and sisters. So
yeah,
because I was raised, I'm the oldest out of everybody. But they're still. I love them. I love them all. It doesn't matter. That's my sister. That's my brother.
Yeah, I have too many damn siblings. You understand me? And all of them got kids, except for me. I'm the oldest out of all my siblings, and I have no babies, and I am single.
All right, y'all.
Pew, pew, pew.
What's up with this melanated sex expose? We gonna see some expos with you and one of the ones that come up now.
We're not gonna be performing because we're gonna be too busy doing stuff and things.
It's okay. She'll take over and y'all can have your own performance on the side.
Right. Listen.
We were thinking about doing now because so many people reached out to us with talent and wanted to be a part of the event that we don't even have room on our roster to even put us on there. We wanted to do something about sex toys, talking about the importance of sex toys and how for solo play, for couples play, for group play, how it can, enhance the relationship, not to be afraid of it, especially in the Black community. A lot of men are like, oh my God, I don't need toys. Or even having a conversation about lube, even with women, it's like, I got the WAP.
Right.
It's like, okay, let's talk about why you should always have, lube. Right. As women, our pH goes off sometimes. It could be the medicine you could take. It's a lot of things that could cause you not to be
lube
not to
isn't
get wet.
for only anal.
No. What?
What?
No, honey. There's different types of lubes. Different kinds of lubes.
I got so
No, what are you talking about?
Well, at least you know about lube for anal and you're not using chicken grease.
Oh, what?
People pulling out they chicken grease and coconut oils and all that stuff.
Yeah, no.
Let me find out.
No, but why would it need to be any more wet?
Let me have
You're
a
not
man
doing
say,
it right
"Hey,
with your
girl, I got
tongue?
this bottle of
No,
What's wrong?
it has nothing to do.
People ask us all the time, can I use coconut oil? Can I use Vaseline? You be surprised what people sit up here and ask us all the time, and they don't know. Like I did an event on Saturday for Kwanzaa, and a friend of mine came up to my table, and her man was like, oh, babe, we don't need none of this. We don't need none of these toys and all this kind of stuff, pumping his chest up. And I asked him a very serious question. I said, King, how many nerve endings are in a clitoris? He looked at me with a straight face and was like, what about 13? I said, well, and I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's like
and I was
1,500.
Like, no. And I was like, what, 1,300? And he was like, no, 13. And I was like, no, try 8,000 nerve endings in the clitoris. And he looked at me.
Clitoris is like a baby dick. They have the same, like the tip of your penis and how sensitive that is, the clitoris. First of all, the clitoris was designed only for pleasure.
Yeah,
that's
the only reason why.
That's why, and there's other cultures that actually, they cut it off.
They cut it off, yeah,
because they say that sex for women is not supposed to be for pleasure. It's only supposed to be for production.
Yeah.
Right. So they
hot mess.
Yeah,
wait, you're just talking about the clit?
Yes.
That's it?
They actually
it's a procedure.
So you're going to tell me, wait, this is the only reason why I was like baffled by the fact that like women need toys. Like not most men have the innate ability or even like it, but when you can fucking eat it out the way that you know.
I've
had the clit in my fucking mouth multiple times. I've had a bitch squirt in my mouth. It was the most disgusting thing of my life. Squirt just from me sitting there with it in my mouth. Like, I mean, like getting wet. How is that a problem? How could a man have a problem with getting wet?
How old do you think I am, sweetheart? Just take a wild guess. Just by
29.
I'm 38 years old.
I mean, you are a beautiful young black woman.
Thank you. So as I have gotten
black
older,
don't crack, clearly.
Right? It doesn't. And as I've gotten older, right, in life, right, I have a partner now. We're almost 4 years in, right?
Oh, so you're talking about
the first time we had the situation. I said, hold up. And he was like, he backed up quick. He was like, what did I do? I said, no, babe, we need to get this lube. He was like, what? I said, no. Ran in there, got the thing, slid real nice. I'm not ashamed as I've gotten older. There are things that we need. I understand what you're saying, but
it's not even just that. You can still get wet. And I still like lube too, because sometimes, first of all, have you ever had situations though when you're having sex with somebody, they might be wet, but it might not be wet enough to just get in right easily. Well, the first thing you don't want when you're forcing your penis in her pussy. That's
all unpleasurable.
Not only
that, you can cause fissure tears and all that kind of stuff. Why not use lube to just make it easier?
And we have the best lube on the market.
Process, and it needs to be a water-based lube. Yes. The other thing about coconut oil, okay?
Please
so people want to use coconut oil. First of all, if you're using condoms, then you're negating the whole reason why you're using condoms if you're using coconut oil, because it breaks down the condom, okay?
Right, because oil and silicone do not mix. Like, again, this is science. So we're talking about science here. So when you are using coconut oil and using a condom, No, people. It defeats the purpose. So please find a
this is where I'm confused.
Good water-based lubricant.
This is where I'm confused. So is it only a long-term relationship that you guys are talking about?
No, it can be
anything.
It can be anything. So I always recommend that women carry lube with them if they're going about or have it on the side of your bed. Because also another thing too, you can be 20 years old. And may not at one time you could be turned on and not get wet, because you got to understand that the woman's vagina is very sensitive, pH balances, all of that stuff, balancing that. So what happens is she could be on medication, she could be sick, anything could happen that could cause her pH to balance to be off, and she may not get wet. People always assume because you oh, well, she's not wet, that means she's not aroused. That's not always the case either.
But
you cannot be. You can
woman's
be
arousal
dry.
Takes up to at least 20 to 45 minutes to even get aroused.
So this is where I kind of fall out of the conversation, just because of the fact that the women I've been with, I actually always eat their pussy, they suck my dick, so it's always well lubricated. So things are just happening the way that
there's natural lubrication. I'm not saying, listen,
I'm not saying you don't always I've never had to use lube unless it's anal, because it hurts.
Well, no, you always should use lube for anal.
Yeah, no,
and you should use a silicone.
You can't just go.
Yeah, no.
Oh gosh, please don't spit on my stuff.
No, does not lubricate.
Some people, you watch people learn sex from porn, right?
Yes.
So when you watch porn, what are they doing now? They spitting on everything.
No, not necessarily.
A lot of people do.
No. So you're taking it like, I would just let's go, girl. No. This isn't the heat of the moment. This is when the intimacy is the most. Like, oh my God, like she likes it. Like, holy fuck. Like, hey, babe.
Right.
Let me kiss you real quick.
What I want to tell you,
like, it's gonna happen like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's gotta be intimacy.
Don't put no spit on your dick and stick it in my shit.
You tripping? You tripping?
Absolutely.
Even though when I'm sucking your dick, I'm spitting on it. I'm slobbing on it.
If you're gonna let me eat your pussy, how can I not spit on my dick and put it in you? That makes no fucking sense.
I don't want you spitting on your dick and put it in.
No, you're not.
Oh, you tripping?
No, I don't want you to do that. That's crazy. That's my choice. I don't want.
No, but he can eat your pussy. He can eat your pussy, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Of course. Wait. So he's gonna come all up in there.
All up in there. Well, first of all,
everything like that. But wait, he can't just spit, like, not even go.
We're not into spit play.
I don't want you.
But no, seriously, there's
really
because I think you can use water-based lube to lubricate it, and let's keep it rolling.
Fuck all that.
So I'm gonna put a pause on this. So we gonna turn this to myself real quick.
Yeah.
So basically, ladies, if y'all are looking for a spit play, call this man right here.
Wait,
what the fuck? Is different. Spit play is because some people with spit play, like, they actually spit into each other's mouth and stuff like that. That's different. No. But I do know that a lot of people are like they spit to lubricate.
Yeah,
and that's not what you should.
But
do.
what I want to say is that, and at you being 27, just if you ever run into a young woman and she may need lubrication, do not be judgy. Do not be like, oh shit, what the fuck? Or don't think it's you or her or anything.
Actually, you just said that. Thinking it's me. Okay. I
don't want you, because sometimes people,
I've never had the experience.
I'm telling you now, so you'll be more mature than someone your age who will judge them and be like, oh, I couldn't turn her on, I didn't get her hot, something's wrong with me.
But I haven't, as of late, I've heard that plenty of times.
Right.
I thought you were attracted to me. I don't turn you on.
Yeah. No, but that's something that men, have said. Like,
but that's a lot of men have hang-ups even just around sex toys. Like, he was like, again, when I told him about the clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, And he was like, we don't need none of these toys. Yes, you do.
Well,
why are you in competition with this inanimate object? It can't hug you at night. It can't kiss you at night. So why are you fighting this toy?
Yeah.
That's going to make her feel good. And you, bro.
You
What
may
are
not.
talking
Okay, you
about?
may say you don't need it, and you may absolutely not, but you could be missing out on a lot of fun.
Man.
Because here's the thing: always, if you look at a toy as an enhancement, or it's like having another friend, your best friend in the room with you, because if the toy is doing something, you can focus on something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's really changing that mindset that toys are not replacing you.
Right.
They are, it's an enhancement. And not only that, it's like 70+% of women do not orgasm vaginally because the clitoris has to be stimulated.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm actually a victim of that. I'm about to be 33, and I've only come one time.
From vaginal sex.
From vaginal sex.
So
and that was only with one person.
I'm almost 50, and it wasn't until I met my husband. But it comes from like we practice. Like, let's try this. There's certain positions, and there's certain like sex furniture you can use, like pillows or different positions you can do. We actually have with Bedroom Candy these sex position straps, which are amazing because you can control them and put your legs back or however you want it. And what it does is it'll angle your,
well, because that's what I was about to say about my own personal experiences is the fact that I have a lot back there.
Mm-hmm.
Not all men are able to work around that or know what to or how to do it.
Right.
And that's one thing I will tell y'all. I'm not trying to put him on blast, but who came in the room? Yeah, he know what the fuck he doing.
So with all this being said,
but I was telling him. So back to what you guys were talking about though. What's crazy to me is, so he just turned 27, a couple weeks ago, and he told me he's never experienced like even getting his dick sucked in like the shower. Like he told me that. I said, "What kind of females have you been messing with?" Because I'm telling you. I don't feel like I go above and beyond. I do like trying new things. So it ties into what you're saying. Like you can only do so much you can only do certain positions so much with people. But she's saying it might bring you to a whole different experience by using another object. Right. It's the same thing with I don't know if you guys know, but something I learned with one of my exes is I just said fucking one time and sucked on a man's nipple. Well, their nipples are more sensitive than ours are. I mean, we have children and stuff, so we're not necessarily always stimulated by having our nipples sucked because they're used for other purposes. But males' nipples are more sensitive than ours are.
I mean, that shit does feel great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of men are not down for that. They be like, hell no, you ain't sucking on it. But the ones that do, they be like, oh shit, this is a whole nother.
I had a boyfriend that loved
trying. That's the same thing with playing with the booty. What a man. I'll go back to commercial. Oh man.
All right, you guys. I know that we've been in these really heated discussions, as you guys see, but we are gonna have to take another commercial break. We'll be right back though.
I need.